You know, we're always told that truth is beauty, right? That honesty is the best policy. But is it really? Is the truth always beautiful? Today, we're going to pull that idea apart and really look at the messy relationship we have with reality versus, well, a comforting illusion. Okay, let's get into it. We've all seen this one, right? It sounds so noble, so strong. It's the kind of quote you post to show everyone how committed you are to being real. We all want to be that person, the one who can take the hard truth on the chin. I mean, let's just be honest with ourselves for a second. If you really had the choice, a painful, ugly reality versus a beautiful, comforting lie, which one does your gut instinctively lean towards? The answer, well, it might be a little more complicated than we like to admit. To really get to the bottom of this, we first have to admit something. Illusion is incredibly powerful. It has this magnetic pull on us. And it's not some kind of weakness. It's actually a pretty fundamental part of how we cope with the world. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. See, the truth is just random. It's indifferent. But an illusion, an illusion is custom made. It's tailored perfectly to our deepest hopes, our biggest fears, our secret desires. It's a story written just for us. And we're swimming in these illusions every single day. That little glimmer of hope that maybe things will go back to the way they were, the idea that we can put off our real passions until someday, and of course the endless scroll of perfect lives on our phones. These are all beautiful lies that, let's face it, we willingly buy into. A good way to think about it is this. Illusion is like an emotional painkiller. It's an anesthetic for the mind. It just numbs the pain of a reality that we're not quite ready to deal with. It protects our ego, it shields us. I mean, we literally pay money for illusions, movies, books, video games, because sometimes reality is just too sharp, too loud. So, okay, if illusion is that warm, comforting blanket we wrap ourselves in, what's the truth? Well, this is where things can get a little cold. And this is probably the most important point. Unlike that lie that was handcrafted just for you, the truth, it just is. It doesn't give a damn if it hurts your feelings. It doesn't care if it makes you happy. It exists completely separate from how you feel about it. Let's be real. The truth is our time here is limited. The truth is that no matter how amazing and kind you are, some people just are not going to like you. And the truth is that sometimes, even when you give it your absolute all, you're still going to fail. These are not pretty thoughts, are they? In fact, aesthetically speaking, they're pretty ugly. So if the truth is so often ugly and painful, why on earth would anyone choose it? It's like taking that bitter medicine your mom made you take as a kid. It tastes awful, it burns on the way down, and you just want to spit it out. But here's the catch. Like any medicine, it's not about the taste. It's about what it does for you in the long run. And this brings us right to the heart of it. So far, we've been judging truth and illusion based on how they feel in the moment, pleasure versus pain. But what happens if we change the way we measure them? What if we've been using the wrong ruler this whole time? Here it is, the core difference. An illusion, for all its beauty, is fragile. It's like a soap bubble. One little pinprick of a fact, and the whole thing just vanishes. But the truth, even when it's painful, it is unbreakable. It's solid ground. It's the only thing you can actually build a life on. Which brings us back to our big question. Is the truth more beautiful? Well, if you define beauty as simple pleasure and comfort, then nope, illusion wins hands down. But maybe, just maybe, that's a really limited definition of beauty. Maybe we need a new one. What if we redefine beauty? What if beauty isn't something that just pleases us, but something that empowers us? What if beauty is freedom, the freedom to act based on what's real? What if it's strength, the kind of deep strength that comes from standing on solid ground? And what if beauty is authenticity, the simple, powerful beauty of being genuinely yourself, flaws and all? If that's our definition, then truth is, without a doubt, the most beautiful thing in the world. So in the end, it really all boils down to a choice, a fundamental choice between two totally different ways of experiencing your life, each with its own price tag. Think of it like this. Living in an illusion is like being in a beautiful prison. Sure, the walls might be made of gold, the bed is comfortable, the food is great, but you're trapped. You live in constant fear that one day reality will break down the door. But living in truth, that's like standing in a wide open field. Yeah, it might be cold sometimes, a storm might roll in, but you are completely, utterly free. You can go anywhere. You can actually grow.
So look, the big takeaway here isn't that truth is always pretty. It's often not. The real point, the thing to remember, is that it is always necessary. It's the essential raw ingredient you need for any real change, for any real growth.
And this is exactly why it all matters. You can't heal a wound you pretend isn't there. You can't solve a problem you refuse to even look at. You can't build a better future on a foundation of lies. The truth, no matter how ugly it seems at first, is always, always the starting line. So, I'll just leave you with this thought. It's the classic choice, right? Red pill or blue pill? If you really had to pick one right now, what would it be? The beautiful prison of a blissfully ignorant life, or the challenging freedom of a painfully honest one? It's something to think about.